Polling. A poll is a survey that provides information about what people think about an issue, a government official, a candidate, a policy, or something else. Conducting a poll is a great way to gauge public opinion. For example, a poll may show that on an issue like school funding, 62% of people favor increasing school funding, while 38% are opposed. Or a poll for an upcoming election may show support for candidate A at 47%, candidate B at 45%, and candidate C at 8%. Polls are usually conducted by news organizations and colleges, but candidates for office and politicians often do their own polling too. A person in charge of conducting a poll is called a pollster. There are several types of polls, the best being a scientific poll. A scientific poll is the most valid because it uses a representative sample, a random sample, and fairly worded questions. A representative sample is a small group of people that represent a larger group being studied. And when this is achieved, along with choosing a sample of people at random, as opposed to hand-picking certain people, the results will be the most trustworthy. A scientific poll with a representative sample and a random sample can be contrasted with a straw poll, which is unscientific. A straw poll is unscientific because it relies on people to volunteer to participate. This makes the sample biased rather than representative of the whole group. Instead, a scientific poll of what the American people think that uses random sampling and makes sure there is a representative sample means the poll will include people with various demographic characteristics like gender, age, race, and social class. Another important characteristic of a scientific poll is to have fairly worded questions. These types of questions allow a person to answer without feeling pressured or pushed to answer a certain way. Here's an example. Do you approve or disapprove of the way the president is handling his job? In contrast, a push poll is unscientific because the questions are worded to encourage a specific answer. A push poll question may say something like, "The president's doing a great job, right?" Polling is valuable for several reasons. It can help government officials or candidates gain an understanding of public opinion. Election results also express public opinion, but polling can provide useful information in between elections. Based on polling results, government officials or candidates can change their strategy, focus, or emphasis. Polling is also valuable because it can be targeted to find out what a specific demographic group thinks. In this way, polling can not just reveal public opinion generally, but also the perspective of a specific group of people. Polling also occurs prior to an election to predict what the likely outcome will be. And after voting occurs, exit polling questions voters to get an idea of who is going to win an election before the official results are in, and to gather demographic information about which types of people voted for a particular candidate or issue. Even though polling has useful purposes, there are also some concerns. One is that government officials would do what is popular and not what they truly believe is right. Another is that polls conducted before an election may discourage citizens from voting if polls show that one candidate is far ahead. Additionally, the media may only focus on candidates or issues that poll well, and this limits the range of public discourse. Finally, a major concern about polling is that polls may be inaccurate. This could be because of sampling error or another factor. Despite the limitations, polling is a valuable way to gather information about what citizens think.